Hi guys, I wasn't going to cover this case because deep down I just hoped that they would be found well, but it's not looking that way for the case of missing Texas mum Heidi Brussard and her 3-week-old baby Margot Carey. They disappeared almost a week ago now from Austin, Texas, and she was reported missing by her fiance Shane Carey, who is also Margot's father, about 7:30 p.m. last Thursday. The FBI and Texas Rangers have now joined search efforts for the pair, and they have said that they currently have no suspects in the disappearance, so it's still being treated as missing person. If you watch the first interview from her fiance that I've just put up earlier, you can decide for yourself if it just seems odd. It does seem off to me, but he has denied any involvement in her or his daughter's disappearance. So Heidi's purse and her car were still at her apartment. Her phone was missing, and I just noticed it's quite coincidental that David and Tammy, her parents, just travelled from Lake Charles when they heard the news, and it was only a few weeks ago that I was in Lake Charles. So Detective Brad Harris has said investigators are currently working on the assumption that Broussard and her daughter have not been harmed. Harris said authorities are exploring every possibility and at this point are assuming they are alive. I've not heard anything else that is suggesting that something different has happened. Harrison refused to confirm or deny whether there had been previous domestic call-outs to the family home, but did say past police contact is part of the investigation along with social media posts. So I think you could probably have an educated guess there and say that yes, there was a previous history. We don't know for sure, but by that answer it seems that way. Shane says he last saw her when he left for work around 6:40 a.m. last Thursday, December 12th, and authorities said that she arrived at the school with Margot to drop off her son at around 7:30 a.m. Surveillance image released by police shows her at the school wearing a purple shirt about 20 minutes later, so it's about 10 to 8. Her fiance said that Heidi called him about 8 a.m. to tell him she'd bought some books for their other child at a school fair, and he said he tried calling her again at around 1:40 p.m. but her phone was turned off. The blank period of time here is between 1:40 p.m. and about 6 p.m. or just thereafter as to what his whereabouts were. Shane said he got home from work at about 2 p.m. and said her and the baby were not there. He said her car was unlocked and her purse was inside with her ID and bank card still in it, and said that the things that were missing were her keys and cell phone, and there wasn't like a robbery or anything, nothing of value had been taken. Then he goes on to say that he got a call from the other child's school after saying that she hadn't returned to pick up her son. So he went and picked up the boy, and police were notified at about 7:30. Heidi's described as being 5'3" tall, weighing 150 pounds, with long dark hair and with highlights. Margot was born November 26th, just a few weeks ago, and weighed about 7 pounds 7 ounces at that time. She's roughly 22 inches long. Anyone with information is asked to call police by dialing 911 in Austin or directly at 512-974-5017. I'll update you guys over the next couple of days. There are a few directions to look here according to her friends, so I'll update you with that shortly.